back to News Geelong. The Surf Coast Shire budget for 2012 was released this week, as Ian Nichols reports.
The Surf Coast Shire has just announced its rates for next financial year, an increase of 6.3%, which is maybe above inflation rate, but well within the guidelines of other councils around Victoria. They're going to concentrate on major infrastructure this year, and you can see the major infrastructure going on behind me. It's the new Surf Coast Council precinct, which is a $41 million investment. We're speaking with the Chief Executive Officer of the Surf Coast Shire, Mark Davies, about this year's budget.
Last year was our record capital works program, and again for next year we're proposing a program of around $27 million. Around $10 million of that will be going towards completing the community and civic precinct and building a new Torquay works depot, and the remainder going to roads and drainage and other building projects, including a number of building projects that are being funded jointly with the federal and state government.
And the increase in rates pretty well line ball with most councils around Victoria at this time.
Yes, the rate increase is proposed to be 6.3%, which compares pretty well to last year's increase of 6.9%. And yes, probably in the middle range, I guess, of regional councils, particularly ones like us that are growing very quickly.
Well, that's the big issue, isn't it? This place is going gangbusters. It's bursting at the seams, and your ratepayer base is increasing at a rapid rate, and you've got a lot on your plate, not only the community precinct.
No, that's correct. And in fact, this year will be the first time that we'll have 400 birth notifications, and that's a record for the Shire. And of course, coming along with that, requirements for childcare and kindergartens and primary schools, and ultimately secondary schools. And certainly the state government have been going to fund a new secondary college in Torquay. They've indicated they're going to purchase some new land for a primary school, and we're about to put in an application for a new childcare centre, including kindergartens, out at our new civic precinct.
Well, we're out here in busy Grossman's Road for a purpose. We want to point out that this precinct you've been in for so many years is up for sale, and that will no doubt help the budget as well when that comes through.
Yes, the sale of this site is an important funding component for the community and civic precinct, and represents about 10 or 11% of that funding. And so councils are inviting expression of interest from interested parties to make an offer to council for its consideration, and they close on the 30th of June.
Now, on the expenditure side, roads, of course, are always a great problem, no matter what shire you live in, and there's quite a deal being put to that expense.
Yes, that's right. About between $3 and $4 million will go towards maintaining our sealed and unsealed road network, and also the state government have made an election promise to give regional councils $1 million per year for the next 4 years to maintain roads and bridges, and that promise came through in the recent budget. So we're also expecting to be able to spend an extra $1 million on roads and bridges next year.
And of course we can't forget that the fire risk in Victoria has been great over the past few years, and you are certainly moving forward to have a better fire risk management in place.
Yes, that's correct. As a result of the Bushfire Royal Commission, it's clear that local government has to play an important role in managing fire risk and reducing vegetation loads. So in their draft budget, it's proposed to put a new parks crew on, and they'll be just focused on proactive works of reducing vegetation loads and reducing the fire risk throughout the Shire.
And of course, as the Shire grows in numbers, your workforce also has to accompany that as well.
Yes, that's correct. A number of the new initiatives include new employees, and most of those employees are going to direct service provision, like maternal and child health, some of our outdoor staff, etc. And a lot of those staff are funded from just the growth in our community. So as new properties come online, become rateable, that helps fund those new staff coming on board. So I guess that's one of the reasons why we need some new civic officers, because we really are bursting at the seams at our current location.
On the Surf Coast, right in front of the new community precinct, Ian Nichols for News Geelong.
Thank you, Ian. This weekend we'll see the 7th running of the Great Ocean Road International Marathon along the iconic course from Lawn to Apollo Bay. Ali Dean reports.
This weekend will see the running of the 7th annual Great Ocean Road International Marathon. The event will see over 3,500 competitors walk, roll and run the iconic stretch of the Great Ocean Road in a variety of courses and distances. And today I'm joined by Keith Fagg, sponsor of the half marathon and seasoned marathon runner who's been gearing up for the event. You got into marathon running about 6 years ago. How did you first become involved?
A friend of mine who was an experienced marathon runner challenged me to be involved in the Paris Marathon in 2005. And when he first told me that, my head said, no, there's no way that I could do that. I wasn't fit enough, I wasn't good enough to run that 42 kilometres. But my heart said, well, let's give it a go. It's a challenge. It's something a bit different. Chance to go to Paris and experience a whole different, experience. So I began training in the previous October. It took me 6 months to get ready, and we had an incredible experience in Paris with 35,000 runners. 200 runners with the Rotary group I was running with, and we raised money towards Polio Plus, which is a major Rotary international project. So it was a fantastic experience, and that's the beginnings of my marathon career. All right, well, firstly, we're a family-owned Geelong community business. We want to support local events. We see, my brother Barry and I see this as a really worthwhile local event, even though it's, I guess, down the coast. It's a fair way from our Geelong itself. It's still part of our general wider community. We want to make sure this event keeps going. We certainly want to encourage healthy lifestyles and all the things that go with running and enjoying the Ocean Road, which is a fantastic part of our coastline. And we particularly like the half marathon because it means people can both run it and also walk it, and then we have many people who are actually walking the event because it's a chance to see the Ocean Road and see the coastline from a different way when the road is actually closed to traffic. So there's a number of elements that we are very pleased to be involved with this event and have been for probably 4 years, I think, now.
This is Ali Dean at Pt2 Geelong for News Geelong.
Thank you, Ali. This is News Geelong as we go to a break and return with sport and weather after this.